Hi, this is Todd, and welcome to the Thrive Singles Podcast. Whether you're single again or still single, stop hating being single and learn to thrive. Welcome to another thrilling installment of Thrive Singles Podcast. My name is Todd, and it's good to have you back with me today. Hey, if you haven't yet, do a single you know a favor. Let them know about the Thrive Singles Podcast and Thrive Singles blog. Help them stop hating being single and learn to thrive. Today's topic is write your own story. Every life tells a story. Maybe a story of adventure or heroism, or perhaps tragedy, or in lots of cases, mediocrity. The great thing about your story is that you get to write it. You can take a story that seems destined for calamity and give it a plot twist that, in the end, surprises everybody. First off, remember, it's your story. Even if you are born into extremely limiting circumstances, there are always things you have control over and can change for the better. If you were, as I was, the victim of a divorce, there's still a story to be written, and it could still have a romantic twist. But even if there is no romantic twist, it can still have a very happy ending if you take the effort to carefully create and edit your story. Let me ask you this. How happy are you with your story so far? Then let me ask you another question. What can you do to make it better? You see, the first question is not, what could someone else do to make life better, or what circumstances have to change to make life better? The very first questions to ask are, what do you have control over, and what can you change about your story? So keeping that in mind, let me ask you again, how happy are you with your story, and what can you do to change it? Now answer those questions with I can statements, not I wish or if only statements. You know, it's really painful to make some terrible mistake and have things end badly. But as unfortunate as that is, perhaps the most tragic scenario is letting some other person or some circumstance make the decisions and write your story for you. So don't let your ex, your critics, or your past determine your future. And when it comes to your story, make sure to write a happy ending. You deserve a happy ending. Even if you've made mistakes, even if you've messed up badly, even if people tell you it's beyond repair, write a happy ending for your story. Don't settle for 15 minutes of fame that might come from being the center of some sad soap opera plot or a Jerry Springer show script. You deserve better than that. Now let's bring this home to singleness. Why not write a tale of thriving singleness? Does being single again, or single longer than you had hoped, doom you to a life of loneliness and unfulfillment? No. You can still author a tale of excitement, adventure, and success. That could mean thriving as a single for the rest of your life, or thriving as a single so that you can thrive as a married person later on. Either story starts with thriving now. Your happy ending is not dependent on whether you end up married or single the rest of your life. It's dependent on learning to take control and to be happy no matter what. Now here, let me state the painfully obvious. The past is what it is. It is immutable. It is uneditable. No amount of fretting, regretting, or self-flagellation can change one minor detail of it. You're stuck with it forever. But you can reframe it. You can look to it for clues as to what you need to change to get better results. It can serve as a cautionary tale. You can use it as motivation, a catalyst for changing your future. Maybe up till now, you've been an unhappy person, resentful that you're still single or single again. Maybe you've been stuck in a relationship revolving door and you've gone from one relationship failure to another. It's not too late to change that story. Don't waste time reliving the past. Create the story you want. Start by living in the here and now and working toward the future you want. So here's how. 1. Take control. Get off of cruise control. Stop making the same default choices you've made in the past. It starts with the decision that you'll take control away from your ex, your past decisions, your default patterns, and from the opinions of other people who are no better off than you are. 2. Think for yourself. To stop giving other people control of your life, you have to stop letting other people think for you and start to think for yourself. When you do that, you'll probably make a few mistakes and you won't be perfect. It'll be a process, but you will learn and grow and start moving toward thinking independently and writing your own story. 3. Avoid groupthink. The crowd is not always right. Germany group thought its way into genocide and a world war. This generation is groupthinking itself into new cultural norms that the next generation will struggle to recover from. Our modern society has decided that living together is normal, that sexual abstinence for singles is outdated. It's taught us that relationships rarely last for more than a few years at best, and then you move on. Avoid groupthink. Stand for what you know is good and right. The story of modern society does not have to be your story. 4. Accept help from quality sources. Making a change will probably require asking for help. That should come from quality sources. Look for people who live their life in the way you aspire to live your life. Are they thriving as a single person? If they're married, is their marriage thriving? Are they strong and independent and free of groupthink? Be humble enough to ask for help and wise enough to get it from the right people. So in conclusion, it's your life, it's your story. Make it into something you love. Now this week, I have some homework for you. I want you to spend some time answering 2 questions. Now you can do this mentally, but it would be even better if you did it with a pencil and paper or a keyboard. All right, so first, what do I want my story to be? Second, what can I do to get myself there? Write it out. Write out the answers. Give it some thought. Make some real changes. Rewrite your story. I hope you enjoyed this week's podcast. See you next week. Till then, be sure to subscribe and go check out my extensive archive of past posts at thrivesingles.com. And thrive on.
Oh, thrive. Yeah, come alive. There's more to life. You gotta grow. You gotta thrive. Whoa, whoa, you gotta thrive. There's more to life than to just survive.